God works in us to change us. Grace and peace, everyone. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. This is part 4, and it's the power of the gospel. I'm excited about the time we're going to look in the word in this moment because it's to recognize that wherever we are, whatever we are, whoever we are, God is able to change it. And it's a win-win. So that even if you know you're struggling with some real things that you've been convicted, God has touched your heart, and I know this is wrong, but I can't stop. Good news. God's able to work and to change that. But you might be on the other side. And that's where you've been walking with God. You can remember in Ephesians, like it says, when you were dead in sins, and you're like, wow, I've come a long way and I'm now grown so much. Guess what? That love that is eternal and that life that is eternal, it's eternal. One of the reasons why is because we will be constantly changing and molding and growing in the grace that God's given us through Christ. So even if it's good, God is intending a better. So look at the gospel here in Colossians chapter 1, verse 28, where it says, whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Christ Jesus. The idea of perfect is the gift of being complete, nothing missing. We are born as sinners who practice now what is inside. So this is why the lab of grace is the heart. We practice what Christ has already given. Hey, everybody, I hope this study is blessing you. And I believe it is, because that's what we prayed for. If it is, do me a favor. Can you hit that like button? Also share this video with someone else and make sure you watch it to the end. All of these things combined will help the channel grow, but more importantly, it'll continue to help you grow as we grow. Now keep going in verse 29 where it says, whereunto I also labor. What is he working for? I'm working to get myself right. I'm working to fix me. Well, whereunto I also labor, striving according to his working, which worketh in me mightily. So he's saying here, I am working to let God work. See, that's what we do before we knew him. We were destroying ourselves, earning the wages of sin, which is death. And it's easy to fall to the other extreme, which is now that I know what is right, I know what's perfect, I'm going to get there. I'm going to go after it. I got myself in this mess. I'll get myself out of it. Well, that's not the gospel. The gospel is we got ourselves into this mess, but it is the grace of God through Jesus Christ that gets us out of it. And now we are striving to let God save. Let God work. Let God be God, because he's the only one that can make me good. Lastly, in Ephesians 1:19, and what is the exceeding greatness? What's the exceeding greatness of your power? No. The church's power? No. It's the exceeding greatness of his power to usward. God works in us to change us who believe. That's the work. That's what Paul was laboring for in Colossians 1:29. That's what we are laboring to believe what God can do according to the working of his mighty power. The working of his mighty power. The power that creates is no less or no different than the power that saves. It's the same power at a different time, at a different event. The God who made is the God who saves. You have no more power to save yourself than you had to make yourself. So why, if we didn't make ourselves, are we trying to save ourselves? That's a whole nother story and a whole nother study. But for now, remember, the gospel teaches us that God works in us to change us. So if you find yourselves going in circles or going in reverse, how about we let Jesus take the wheel and let him drive us forward by driving us upward? And that's by the power of his love.